Okay, let's see.
Are we live yet?
Nothing yet. That brooch is photographed beautifully, that thistle brooch.
Oh, I'm so glad. That really came out well.
Okay, I think we are live now.
Awesome. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic bling party. Nate and I are so excited to have you here. I'm sorry about the delay coming on. I was rushing back from a friend's party across town. Today's been quite busy. I had the apartment pool party that they throw every year. It's like a little annual resident event thing. And then I had my friend's party, and now I'm here. So it has been quite the day, but very fun. And I have to show a picture. First, we do want to welcome Nate because he's coming in from New Zealand.
Hello. Hi, Katie. Hi, everyone. Lovely to be here.
I have to show off something that I'm pretty proud of. And Nate, this correlates to you. I don't know if you remember this brooch or not, but Nate gave me a brooch a while ago, and it worked out perfectly. So today's party at the apartment complex, the theme was mermaids and pirates. And I went as a pirate, which I'll show you a picture of. And I had on my shoulder a little parrot. And I have to say, because of your brooch, Nate, it looked exactly like the parrot was sitting on my shoulder, this little fake parrot that I got.
I don't remember that brooch, but it looks very cool.
Yeah, it just turned out so well. So I was a retired pirate, and my the theme was, I don't know if you guys can see, I had a little gold doubloon. That was my retirement fund.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But a lot of people got super dressed up, and it was great. So we had a good time. But welcome to everybody tonight. We'll start off with some hellos in the chat. Poodle is setting up the alley, and she's the first one in. So welcome to you, Poodle.
Hello, Poodle, my love. And Perla is here as well. Welcome in, Perla.
Welcome in, Perla.
Poor Nate rocking in the corner from anxiety while waiting.
I know, yeah. Poor Nate.
Katie cuts it pretty tight, and I'm one of those people who sits before ready about 20, 30 minutes beforehand. So we haven't quite come to a point where we can fully understand each other on time management. But
well, I don't want to make Nate nervous, but I also, it's like for tonight was really difficult because I had the apartment party, which went till 5:30. And then the neighbors afterwards were, getting dinner, and I hadn't eaten anything other than like finger food that they had at the party. So I needed to get something to eat. And then the other party across town that I had committed to go to, my friend and his lovely aunt, that started at 7, but I ended up not getting there until 8 because of what was happening over here at the apartment. And I texted Gabriel, and they're like, no one's here yet anyway, so that's fine. So I didn't get there till 8, and I didn't want to just like show up and leave. So I told Gabriel I have to leave by 9:30 or I will not make it home for my sale, but I can't leave any later than that. So I didn't want to just be like, hi, everybody. Bye, everyone. I knew they would understand, but like I did, it was Gabriel's family, my friend, so I didn't want to just leave. But so anyway, I'm sorry, Nate. I know I gave you a heart attack.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm just having it. I'm just having it.
Anyway.
Kim is here. Desert Gal Curios. Welcome.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
And Poodle tonight has messaged me. She says that tonight's alleyway promo is a treat for Dad for Father's Day. Let us give him the gift of alluring lures. Fishing is mostly a trip of the quiet solitude for men, away from the drudgery of household tasks. Why not gift a fishing lure with Nate's image? Studies show that fishing, practically throwing themselves on board with Nate's electric gaze, also confused with Nate's pheromones. When asked how these men have drawn these 10-pound showfish, they just answer, some guy from New Zealand.
That's so funny. I have heard of pubic hair being woven into fish lures as some pheromone attracting thing, and I think it's rubbish. It's not. I don't believe it to be scientifically true, but I actually have heard of that before. It's a real thing. That's fantastic.
That's crazy. I've heard of oysters being like an aphrodisiac, and some people saying that if you rub oysters on yourself, like before you go deep sea fishing, that it's supposed to like somehow attract fish, but I don't understand how that would work. So I think it's probably very not true, but yeah, very fun. Let's see. Christy's here as well.
Christy Garza is here. Tippy Winks Vintage. Welcome in. And Randy is here as well. Hey, buddy. Welcome in.
Hi, Randy. Janet Green is tuning in. Welcome in.
Hi, Janet. Lovely to see you. As always, Rosemary is here as well. Hi, Rosemary. Welcome in.
I do have great paper stuck to my heel. I do. Man, today. Robin Cormier tuning in as well.
Hi, Robin. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Debbie K. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in.
Let's see. Katie, didn't you say if you were going to be late, there would be another giveaway? Well, yes, actually, I didn't say that, but we can do that. There will be. Let's just make 4 giveaways tonight. Why not? That sounds fun. And speaking of Angela, Angela sent me the coolest friend mail package that is being held hostage right now in our parcel locker at the apartment. I've confirmed that it's there, but my lovely apartment manager friend Molly says she will get it out for me tomorrow. Sometimes it goes into the house account, and I don't have a code for that. So I will get that, Angela. But next week, you guys will be really surprised at the tie that I'm wearing because Angela sent me the coolest thing ever. So I can't wait to show that off. Let's see who else is here. Carly's here. Welcome in.
Hi, Carly. Welcome in. Lovely to see you.
Yes. Angela has an alley spy for the giveaways. Let's see.
Patricia is here as well. Sometimes another freak. Yeah, I think.
Yes, I think that warrants that.
Patricia Washan is here. Welcome in, Patricia. It's always lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Patricia. Let's see. Off topic, but I went to an estate sale today. No jewelry, but I did find a Homeco murder elf. It was kind of crazy when I found it. That's great. Homeco, put it in your home. That's fun.
Greg is here as well. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. And Jeannie.
I hear my daughter and a man from New Zealand. Hooray, it's Nate. Love that, Mom.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Perry Hughes is here. Welcome in, Perry. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Perry. Yeah, the costume party was super fun today. They had a lot of great theming. Hi, Hannah. Welcome in.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome in.
And I do love this hat. I got this hat in Vegas. It's a lot of fun, but I thought it kind of went with the pirate thing. You should have seen Nate. I wish I had taken a picture and posted for you guys. I ordered a pirate hat on Amazon, and it was not at all what was advertised, and I looked the most ridiculous thing that you have ever seen. So that is on its way back to Amazon right now. Karen is here. Welcome in, Karen.
Karen, lovely to see you, Karen. And I owe Karen the biggest apology because she modded for us last week, and I forgot to thank her at the end of the sale because I am a heel. And I went and sent a message to her apologizing because we so appreciate Karen helping us out when Angela can't. And the very message above my apology to her was another apology saying, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say thank you for helping us out. So I am a total heel. Karen, thank you so much. When I feel dreadful for not having said thank you at the time, but we really, really appreciate your help.
We can't do this without Angela and Karen. And Karen's always in here helping during the sale as well, you know, picking up the extra slack. And we just can't thank you all enough for what you guys do for us, because Nate and I say this every week, but it's true. We've really proven that we are so terrible at moderating our own sales. So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for you guys. Let's see. Heather Gibbs. Is that a new name to us, or have we had Heather before?
I know Heather. I've seen Heather all day from D sale this morning, all through the day. So yeah, Heather, it's lovely to see you here, Heather. Welcome.
Heather, I'm so glad you're here. This is fantastic. So welcome into our sale. Really glad to have you. Thanks, Sally. I am just kind of in party mode tonight, but I do love this blazer, and Angela will be proud. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt for once.
Hiya, Sally. Nice to see you, Sally.
Welcome in, Sally. Let's see. Oh, Mom's still at work prepping for the 11. I'm glad that you can catch some of your shows. And tonight, Mom has a fantastic Julie jar available. So I'm going to give you guys just a little sneak peek. But we have the most adorable little bunny friend. He is hopping your way tonight. So just a little while, this guy will be available. One of my mom's custom stoneware pottery pieces. Very exciting. Let's see. Who else is tuning?
Oh, Gaza is here. Grady Grupper Vintage Recordings. Gavin sent me a couple of clips. Neither of them I'd ever heard of. One in particular, Katie Webb. Have you heard of Katie Webb, Katie?
Katie Webb. I don't
Webster.
think so.
No, Katie Webster.
Katie Webster, no. Is she she's an artist?
She's a musician. Blues, boogie woogie and blues. Absolutely spectacular. I absolutely loved it. Thanks very much. I always love finding out about new artists, especially in a genre that I love so much.
Well, that's exciting. I love blues. So, Gavin, thanks for sending that to Nate. I'll definitely give that a listen. That'll be fun to kind of unwind after my sale tonight with that.
Virginia Hello is here. Hi, Virginia. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Virginia. Heidi, welcome in. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Hi, Heidi.
The scare just shaved 3 years off Nate's life.
Probably. I know. I just sometimes I wish for a little bit of time that Nate and Christy and Angela could be like a little mouse in the room and just see how like sometimes my world plays out, because today was really interesting, fun, but just interesting how like all the scheduling came about. But anyway, let's see who else is here.
Oh, Maria is here. Maria Ramirez is here. Lovely to see you, Maria.
Natalie's tuning in. Welcome in, Natalie, and John, if you're watching, and Adara. I don't know who all's with the Sutherland gang, but glad to have you guys in the house tonight.
Hi, Sutherlands. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Joan Plavier.
Welcome in. Who else am I missing? I'm sure. Oh, Mom's not heard the home code jingle before.
Sharon Sue is here as well. Welcome in, Sharon Sue. I wish I was a father myself. I understand. So happy Father's Day to all those dads out there. Yes, Virginia, I see you. I can see you. And Ruth Ann Willis as well. Welcome in, Ruth Ann. Lovely to see you again.
If I've skipped over you, I'm somehow down farther in the chat. So I think I just missed a couple of people. Oh, there we are. So Ruth Ann's here. Virginia's here. Fantastic. Glad to have you. And Mom, don't feel weird. That song is from Inside YouTube Joke. So if you don't watch Flippin' and Sippin', which is at a time you're probably working, you wouldn't know. So don't feel like you've missed something if you're still watching.
Nick is here as well. Nick's Vintage Nax is here. Woo! Hey, honey, welcome in.
Welcome in, Nick. Nick was getting his apartment painted, so I'm excited to see what he does with the space once everything's all back in its home. Let's see. Yes, it does have real copper on it, which is very exciting. Virginia says, I found an old Arlo and Woody album. Oh, that's cool, Virginia.
I'm not sure of those people.
I'll have to play you a clip, Nick. Nate. Sorry, I'm reading Nick and saying Nate at the same time. But I think you'd really like them. Nate would be the best dad ever. Nate would be just fantastic. He really would be. So Nate, you can be a father to your imaginary children.
My imaginary children that are in maximum security boarding school in Switzerland.
Yes. What were their names, or what are their names, Nate?
Tarquin and Amanda.
Tarquin and Amanda. I like it.
And are my imaginary children.
Yeah. Nate would be a great dad. He'd be the best. Yeah, Woody Guthrie and Arlo Guthrie. Exactly, Greg. Let's see.
They're not back yet, Karen.
They're still out.
I've got till Wednesday, and the place isn't too bad. But yeah, no, I've got till Wednesday to clean the rest of the place up. Hey, and Nikki Mass, welcome in.
Hi, Nikki. Glad you're here. Nate, I bet you're just glad to have some time to like bachelor party it up at the house.
There's not quite so much bachelor party, but I've been pretty productive. And yeah, I manage my own company pretty well, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice just to have the space to putter around and do what you want. This morning before the pool party, I just kind of was tidying things up and putting things away and playing with some of the new vintage I got on my trip. And it was just so relaxing to me. There's just something really wonderful about that, to just kind of have that autonomy. And yeah, that was nice. So
okay, should we get into a giveaway?
Yes, I think we shall. And because I was 4 minutes late today, I think that we should have 4 giveaways. So we will kick our first giveaway off, and it is a mystery postcard. We have several more mystery postcards from my trip, which is always very exciting. So Nate, how can folks win our postcards?
You do not need to intend to purchase anything to enter into the giveaways. They're open to everybody. It's letters of the alphabet, one guess at a time, but guess as many times as you like. Good luck. And Katie, I will send you the letter.
The letter. Awesome. Okay, I can't wait. All right, lots of folks coming in with various letters, which is exciting. So what you'll be getting is a mystery postcard. While I was on my trip, I found quite a few postcards, actually a pretty hefty stack. You guys will be seeing some new ones tonight as well, which is exciting. But I will be doing mystery postcards from my trip, which is very cool. I've already seen the letter, Nate. Let me just go back up and double check that it's the person that
I will send you who I believe it is.
All righty. Yep, I see that too. Rosemary, congratulations.
Yep, congratulations, Rosemary. F for Freddie. Thanks to everyone who had entered in. We love doing the giveaways. We really do.
Yeah, they're just our thanks to you for coming and hanging out with us and being here during our sale. We know we have a late night sale, but Nate and I talked about it. We kind of love this little late night community that we have here. It's so special to us, and it's so much fun. And I don't know, there's something about shopping bling at night that's extra.
Yeah, we had been talking about, because we have our backup day tomorrow a little bit earlier when Katie's unavailable for things, and we did sort of talk about, did we want to swap to that, but we've decided that we both really like our late night slot. So if you've got any comments about the late night slot and if you like it or not, feel free to tell us.
Yeah, let us know, because we're very curious about what you guys think about our time slot as well, but we certainly are having a great time at 10 o'clock. And I know for us Eastern people, that is a little late, but it's fun. Kim says it's only 7:25 p.m. where she is. Are you out in California, Kim? I can't remember, but that's very cool.
Everyday crafter, welcome in. And Amelia, Midge is here. Midge Lackner is here.
Hi, Midge.
How lovely to see you.
So good to have you. I love the late night. Gives me time to do everything I want during the day and then settle in for the sale. Oh, good, Carly. That's good to know. I love that poodle. Brooches after dark. I think that we should definitely brand that. We are here on purpose. We want to be here regardless of the time. Oh, that's nice, Virginia.
That's very sweet. Thanks, Virginia. And 10:26 in Brooks, Maine.
Yeah, we can't really do earlier on this day because Pam, of course, is before us, and we adore Pam and don't want to do anything in her slot. But, if we did change anything, it would be to Sunday. But you love this time slot. Okay, my late night friends are here.
As well. Yeah. It doesn't make any difference for me because, of course, it's the afternoon where I am. It's a perfectly regular time of day. Jennifer Labmama, hi. How lovely to see you. And if there's anybody here that's maybe lurking that was in Dee's sale, Dee was very kind. Our sale came up in Dee's sale. I think Jan Allardyce bought it up, and lots of people were saying, "Oh, I'd like to know about this jewelry size sale." So there might be some people lurking who heard about us from Dee, the Thrill of the Thrift. So we're grateful if you're here as well.
That's fantastic. So yes, welcome everybody from Dee's sale. Thank you guys for all coming over. Welcome to our Lurkers Lounge. I know that we sometimes forget to say hello to everybody that's hanging out with us in the background, but we love you guys too, and we're really thrilled you're tuning in with us. And a lot of people seem to like the timing. The Saturday evening works really well. I poodle, me too. I rearrange furniture or like my vintage displays late at night. It's very therapeutic to me. Yep, exactly, Ruth Ann. Yep, fantastic. Thanks, Virginia. Okay, let me grab Nate's going to laugh, but I left my sales sheet just on the other desk across the room. So let me grab that and
why don't you put up the housekeeping, and I will try and go through them poorly.
Nate, you can do it. Let's cheer Nate on. He's going to do the housekeeping.
Oh, the Revive It sisters. Catching you for the first. Oh, I've watched their sales. How neat to have you here. I heard that you just hit like 10,000 subscribers or something crazy. So congratulations and welcome in. How lovely for you to come along. That's nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay. If you claim an item from either me or Katie, please send the following information to Katie. Her email address is katie@katiescreations1. That's the number 1.com. Please include your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and PayPal email. All of Katie and Nate's items will ship from Florida. So if you purchase from both, shipping will be automatically combined. 1,000. Congratulations. I tell you, it's a big deal to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been knocking it around at about 700 for probably a decade or more. Good on you. Congratulations. B. Castro, welcome into you as well. Welcome in. It's lovely to have you. That's so cool, 1,000 subscribers. Please make sure to be in live chat or all messages, not top chat. Apparently, I need to contractually say here, I don't know why top chat exists, so don't use it. When bidding on an item, you'll often see yourself first in the chat, so refreshing often will ensure that you are up to date with the feed. There are lots of ways to update with the feed. You can go back and come back in. More easily, I think, is to go to the no, it's not a wrench, it's like a screw, and do the playback speed to ×2, or if you run that little red line right across to the far right hand side, that will also catch you up to the feed. All bids are true bids, so you can actually outbid yourself. We understand that a lot of people do just in cases or things like that. We found that a true bid, any bid's a true bid. You can outbid yourself. So I think a couple of people did actually get that little dig. Sorry, Katie, I couldn't. Byron's Tribe, 1973. I'm sure I saw Byron's Tribe in a sale earlier. Could well be D. D sale. Welcome in. Sorry about that, Katie.
No, I'm thrilled you did that, Nate. Great job. I love your little portion about, I don't know why Top Chat exists. Yeah.
That was just a very gentle little dig. It's Wendy. Yeah.
Hi, Wendy.
Byron's Tribe. No, I think Wendy said, "Oh yes, I'm Wendy, and I'm using maybe John's email or John's profile or something." Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Hi, Cindy Junkers Vintage. How lovely to see you.
Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. And I saw the Revive It sisters were here. I saw Nate said hello. Yeah. Just stepped away for a moment to get my sales sheet. So I'm so thrilled you guys are tuning in. I feel very special you guys are here.
We've made it. Jennifer Labmama said if I showed the radiator photos, I'd be up to 10K.
It's true. It's very true. There is not coffee in the Lurkers Lounge, but meet Poodle in the alleyway for some very special things. Poodle's always got something going on.
Yeah, welcome in, Wendy. Lovely to have you. And Serenity's here as well. Hiya, Serenity. Lovely to see you.
Poodle says, and it's okay if you don't know what puddling is. She still doesn't. Well,
you do too. You too. Oh, thanks for signing up to my channel. I do have a couple of videos. They're pretty old, but I do have some of my very favorite collections in some of those videos.
Yeah. Nate really does some wonderful things on his channel, and of course has some amazing gemstones that he shares. So that's Poodle serving watery beer in the alleyway tonight. And if you're new here, Poodle is our resident head alleyway member. She runs a virtual alleyway, so you guys can meet up with Poodle on all of those things. But I think we'll get our sale started out with a bang. Nate has some pretty cool pieces tonight. And this is the first piece that we have up in the sale. Cindy says, it's been on while I watched it's been a while since I watched your sale. Oh, well, good, Cindy. I'm glad you're back with
Stephanie Kite. Hello, Katie and Nate. First time. Hi, welcome in.
So
how lovely to have you.
So many new and wonderful faces in our sale.
Look at that puppy.
That puppy's cute.
Is that a Saint Bernard or is that a what's the breed that looks just like Saint Bernards? Oh, I'm so.
I don't know, but I know that there's another one that's similar. I love Saint Bernards. They are just the most adorable, big, fluffy dogs on the planet. They're so cute. Okay, so we are kicking things off tonight with a fabulous little brooch that Nate brought. Nate, it measures 1 3/4 inches in size.
Oh, how lovely. Welcome in, Stephanie. Lovely to have you. Now, Mel. Hi, Melanie.
Welcome in. Oh, it's a Newfoundland. Newfoundland's the other dog I think, Nate, you were thinking of.
Perhaps my mind is gone. Welcome in, everybody. Now, this one has some glowing stones on it, yes, but not by all means all. What were the dimensions again? I'm sorry, Katie.
Sure. Angela, this is starting off at $32 in the chat, and this is 1 3/4 inches in size, and it is a stunner.
And I think it actually sticks out as much as it is wide.
Yeah, it has some very, very beautiful dimensionality to this. The stick out, yes, is a technical term that we're coining.
Technical term, stick out, yeah.
Is about 1 1/4 inches. So, I mean, it's got some serious serious dimensionality to it, and it is just phenomenal. This is a true vintage piece. Look at the back. Man, I tell you, the backs could even be brooches, Nate. They're just so pretty.
Yes, H. Welch, it has been a while. Welcome in. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, H. Welch. So we'll get this on Vanna White, who is our little $14 Amazon clutch purse. And I just love how you can turn brooches into not just accessories for your clothes, but also for your handbags. This is a little helper pin that I use when we do show the brooches, so it's easier for me to take them on and off. But when you had your own bag, you just pin them straight on, and they look super snazzy.
It's such an interesting sort of pinwheely design with these marquees that go between red and pink. I love a brooch that sticks out as much as this. It is just stunning. Look at that. It's crazy.
To me, this looks like something just straight out of the Crown Jewels. You know, something that you'd see in like a James Bond film that they're trying to covet and get back because it's, you know, so precious. Yeah, I love this. Okay, and as Nate pointed out, some of the stones do glow on this one. So you've got a few, it's weird to me how like some glow, some parts of them glow, but not everything glows. But you do have a little bit of cadmium in these stones. We're going
and it is, yeah, I see more blue and green brooches than I do red by far. Although,
red, I think, Nate, was a harder color to make, wasn't it?
I believe they did need to use gold to get the red.
Yeah.
The red color. So yeah. Oh, Wendy has a husky. They're lovely breeds of dog.
Oh, I love huskies.
Yeah.
They're just so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. And this one says, Bon Ami. I love this. This is one of the new postcards I picked up on my trip. And we're going to go ahead and start the countdown here, folks, at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. Such a good color combination, I think. And you can also display all of your brooches either on a postcard as we show them every week, or, you know, you can wear them not only on your clothing, but they look great on a hat. You can pin them onto your pillows. There's just lots of different fun ways to display brooches.
Oh, there's a soul. That goes to Ruth Ann. Thank you so much, Ruth Ann. That's a really beautiful piece.
Thank you, Ruth Ann. That is just a true stunner. That is headed your way. You're going to adore that. Oh, I do want to just check in on something. Yep, that's right. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, great. So that goes to Ruth Ann. Let's see what we have up next. I did see someone go ahead and comment on the purple brooch I have. And so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm pulling out all the big guns right away. We're just going to go ahead and go for the purple brooch because I think it is pretty spectacular. This piece is probably one of my favorites that I have for the sale tonight. And this is spectacular.
Oh, this one.
I know. It has to start, guys, at $44 in the chat, but it is 2 inches in size. And it has just tons of insane sparkle. I have never seen a brooch, one, with this much purple, but also with so many different colors. And I just hope, oh, good, it's showing up. I get so nervous that these things won't show up on camera. But look at the different blues and teals and greens and yellows in those outer round stones. It's just insane. You've got fuchsias, you've got yellows, greens, and then that big purples and glass stone in the center. This thing is insane. And the back is just as gorgeous. I mean, whoever made this put so much time and effort and care into this. And it's like the most lovely little dimensional flower that you have ever seen. So this one is just spectacular. It kind of reminds me of, did you ever do those when you were in school, Nate? The fortune?
Oh, those little paper things that you'd count out. My favorite colors, red, and yeah, I do. Yeah. In fact, I think if you put me in a room, a dark room, blindfolded with a piece of paper, I might still be able to fold one of those things.
I think I probably could too. So here it is on our white purse. We'll just try some different colors to see. But this is starting off, fortune teller. This is starting off at $44 if anybody is interested. And I can guarantee you, you probably will not come around another brooch like this.
The fact that you get all of that green from the Aurora Borealis and green and pink and green and pink and green and purple go so beautifully together. It's
Oh, it's just, and the dimension too. Like, look at that. That is just fantastic. It's so beautiful to me, this brooch. And, Nate and I were talking last week about how many pieces we've actually kind of like hid away in our stash because they were so good. This is one of those that I've just kind of had hiding away for a while because I loved it so much. And I think that you really get the paparazzi effect from that.
And that's that key. That's that absolute key spot, the Goldilocks spot when you hold it on your lapel. It's just the sparkles incredible. April Butler.
Hi, April.
Welcome in. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, April. Oh my gosh. Now I think on Sophia, this is showing up really beautifully. Oh my gosh, you really get the flashes of color there. Okay, so I'm going to get this on one of our vintage postcards, and I will start the countdown. And I've got a pretty fun one here. So let's see, we've got some lilac in this postcard. I think we'll go ahead and use it. This is Greetings from Your Old Chum. This beautiful postcard from 1911. And we're just going to pop this right onto the corner. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in, friends. This one is a stunner. There is no doubt about that.
Oh no, I can't believe this isn't going to get a bid, but it has. There's
That's
the soul.
Fantastic. I see that sold. Yeah, I love the ivy leaf of that postcard.
Welcome in, Noelle. Lovely to see you. I want to know, Noelle, has that brooch arrived to you as yet? The mystery brooch? I'm not sure. I just hoped to hear that you are loving it.
Yes, I don't know, Noelle, if you've gotten it yet, but it should be coming soon because I mailed it this week, so you should have it. If not, it should be arriving like any day now. But I'm so thrilled you're getting this one. It is incredible. So congratulations to you, Noelle. That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that is a crowd favorite for sure. That one's really pretty. And I'm glad it's going to a good home, as all of our brooches do. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to get the St. Augustine postcards, Angela. That will be very cool. This next one is starting off at $28, and it is 2 inches in size, Nate. And this one is quite a stunner.
This is a crown Trifari piece. Absolutely beautiful quality rhinestones in this. I mean, I love these wreath-shaped pieces that's reading a real canary yellow and a sort of a topaz. Is that what the true color?
Exactly what the true colors are. I'm so glad that it's reading so well on camera.
It's a really interesting color combination. Would be absolutely beautiful for fall, for autumn. There's its signature, its stamp there. And there's something so bright and happy about yellow rhinestones and brooches.
Yeah, with the classic wreath too, you know. This brooch I just think is so gorgeous and spectacular. Hi, Junk Waffle.
Hey, Junk Waffle.
Yeah, they're classic wreath. And Trifari, I mean, I don't know. I think we've talked about Trifari before, but for anyone that doesn't know, Trifari was founded by Gustavo Trifari and his uncle in 1910. They came over from Italy. I believe his uncle was a goldsmith, and they made some top-of-the-line stuff. And in 1920 is when they changed their name to KTF. And then later on, it just became Trifari. And as you guys know, Crown Trifari, you'll see those marks. But they made some really high-end costume jewelry. I mean, they were at the nice end. If you wanted something really quality costume jewelry, you would get Trifari or Napier. And they, I think, Nate, invented their own metal called Trifarium, I believe, during the war. So that's kind of really cool information.
And I think they had a real relationship with Hollywood. So all of these sort of Hollywood gems that you would see, this big flashy costume jewelry, was all Trifari, because Hollywood apparently loved the Trifari brand.
The designs are just so classically elegant too, which I love. And these round brooches are really great. I actually, when I travel, if I remember to do it, I like to pack a round brooch, because I'm always switching between my sunglasses and glasses, and I hate losing them. So it's kind of the perfect thing you can put on your shirt and then use as a little glasses holder, because the glasses just slip in, and it's beautiful. It's not one of those kind of ugly Amazon, no offense to Amazon, but glasses holders that you would get. It kind of ups your game just a little bit. So let's get this on a vintage postcard. Now, I know Easter is over, but shout out to Amy B. If you are floating around in the chat, Amy, I met on my trip, and she gave me this lovely Easter greetings postcard. So we're going to use it tonight for our Trifari brooch, because I think the yellows match really well together.
Hey, green-eyed Mimi, lovely to see you.
Hi, green-eyed Mimi. So glad you're here.
Wolves is here as well. Hi, hon. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Welcome in. All right, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in, friends.
Oh, that color! I tell you, that color combination is really charming.
Yeah, it just
really is nice
together. It really is. Yellow is just such a happy color.
It is, yeah.
I bought a little yellow acro agate, like child's art deco dish on my trip, and I just love it. It's small. It's only about this big, but the yellow in it just really brings me a lot of joy.
That goes to Ruth Ann. Thank you so much, Ruth Ann. You will absolutely love it. Trifari is such wonderful quality, and that's just such a happy brooch. I'm sure you'll absolutely love it. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a great grab, Ruth Ann. You're going to adore that. And a good, solid signed piece for the collection as well.
Yeah.
I just realized, Nate, if you guys are wondering, I don't have a bracelet on. We had to get these wristbands at the apartment party today to get to, residents had to have them. So I'm going to pull this off.
Ruth Ann says she's got a yellow jacket, and it's going to look fabulous. It's going to look fabulous on it.
Oh, good, Ruth Ann.
That's cool.
Weird. I can't get this off right now, but I don't have a cool bracelet on. I wish I did.
She went to the club. Amy Wilcox, welcome in, Amy. How lovely to see you.
Apartment club. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, there's so many good ones. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. Let's do this one.
I think that is so funny that you spelled club. Club.
It's so funny. Yeah, out by the pool in a pirate costume. That's my version of clubbing today. This next one is an absolute stunner. It's huge. But this does have a little vintage wear, and Nate and I feel very strongly about bringing pieces that have no wear at all. But sometimes with these vintage pieces, they have been well loved, and we feel like those pieces deserve to find good homes too. And if the damage isn't too worn, we like to bring it anyway. So I think that this is just a fabulous piece that has this vintage look, this old world charm that's just delightful. Something you'd see, sort of from the Hollywood days of glam. So I'm bringing this brooch with a little bit of vintage wear. It is 3 inches in size. 3 inches. It's huge.
Hey, welcome in.
And
this one has life still in it. It really does have life still in it. It's big. It's really flashy, and it has that gentle yellowness that some rhinestones get with age. But I think, again, as you said, Katie, that this is too good to be trashed. It's too good to be thrown away or left to the side. It's just such a pretty piece. Even some light struggles.
Yeah, I'm having a little issue. My light decided it didn't want to cooperate. So one moment before I show you the brooch, we'll just build some anticipation for it. I'll get my light working again. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Okay. So this piece is starting off at $32, and it is 3 inches in size. You can see it has just a slight bit of yellowing to some of the stones, but it is just absolutely spectacular. If you're looking for that big rhinestone whopper of a brooch that brings...
It's funny, at that distance, that yellowing disappears completely.
Yeah.
At that distance, there is absolutely no yellowing at all. It is all perfectly clear.
Yeah, you notice it a little more when you're looking it up at it close, but from far away, boy, I tell you what, it's got the sparkle and has all of this puddling. You can see here on the back where they've soldered all of these pieces together to create the brooch, and that's called puddling, which is the sign of a really good quality piece. This is all beautifully prong set rhinestones with just some fabulous design. I love
William Yeager. Billy Boy Yeager is here. How nice to see you, buddy. And also Rachel is here as well. Welcome and nice to see you.
So good to have you. We're going to get out the OG Betty, because Betty, I know she's been feeling kind of left out lately with her sisters getting all of the spotlight. So Betty, you're up for the stage tonight to show off this gorgeous.
What year do you think this was made? I would say this is 50s, late 40s to mid 50s.
That's exactly what I would reckon as well, Nate.
Yeah.
I would say 50.
We're coming up to strong on 100 years. Are we all right?
Yeah, the brooch is fine.
Yeah.
I know, I make Nate so nervous sometimes. I was just trying to turn it around so I can show you guys that you can wear it multiple ways. The pin back does allow for that. And it's just fantastic. Proper 50s. I mean, this to me just screams Marilyn Monroe walking down the Hollywood red carpet.
Heidi said, no makeup, no clothes. No one would notice because you're wearing this brooch.
That's right. I mean, honestly, you would blind people with it. It is so sparkly. I love the marquee stones, too, with the bigger rounds. Yeah. I think that's a really effective design.
Joe. Hey, Joe, buddy. Nice to see you.
Hey, Joe. Also, if you're planning a trip to Nashville anytime soon, I can confirm that this would be the perfect brooch to wear out on Broadway with your rhinestone cowboy boots. It would just be a fabulous little look. So we'll go ahead and get this on one of our vintage postcards, and we will start the countdown on this. This guy is a big, big whopper. Let's see what I want to put it on. This has got to be just the right blend.
Have you got that Starry Night one with like Big Ben and the moon?
I do. Yes, I do. I can put it on.
Well, not if it's not at hand. I don't want you to.
It is. It's right here.
Oh, you've got a very handy system for filing those.
Thanks to Angela, I have a postcard system. So this is New York at Night from 1906. I love black and white with rhinestones. I think it's stunning. We will go ahead and start the countdown on this brooch. It starts at $30 in the chat if anybody's interested. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. And it is, a whopping 3 inches.
Huge.
Trying to hold up the ruler now because I know several of you guys said that really does help. So I wanted to do that. But yeah, this one's got some great sparkle, man.
There's the sold. Noelle picks it up. There's a lot of bidding right at the end.
You're gonna love that.
I'm so glad because we looked at that and we talked about it for about 20 minutes last night about how it was just such a piece. It was just too good to put to the side. Congratulations. You're going to love it.
Noelle, you are going to adore that piece. It is absolutely stunning.
We've got lots of fantastic stuff coming up. We've got some Austrian pieces. We've got Kramer. We've got some 1920s, 30s. There's some Russian lacquer, some scatters. We've got lots of really interesting stuff coming up tonight.
Yeah, we sure do. And I have a lot of postcards. So if you guys are looking for postcards, I am your person tonight. That's for sure. Yeah, there is more magic.
Hey, Jeffrey. Nice to see you, buddy.
Hi, Jeffrey. Glad to see you here. Yes, I do. Actually, Angela, we'll talk after the show, but I need, if you're willing and able, I definitely need some fantastic Thanksgiving dividers. So we'll talk about that. But anyway, let's see here. Oh, yeah, the purple. Oh, my gosh. Wait until you see this one, guys. Nate had this, and to me, I immediately saw it, and all I could think about was Frozen and how just icy and sparkly and amazing this piece was. I was a little jealous when Nate got this in the best way, because it was just so good. This is starting off at $34, and it is 2 inches in size. So let me show you this one. Nate, I don't, oh, look, it's already doing its thing.
Yeah, these Aurora Borealis stones are absolutely insane. I mean, beautiful quality stones. And this design of this sort of center round, 6 rounds, and then picked out with marquees to make the star with these tiny little circular rounds at the ends. Beautiful design, really such a clever design. I do really love this one.
Oh my gosh, the way the light is just bouncing off of this right now, and I don't even have it back here. So I just, oh my gosh, even back here, this thing is crazy.
It's like every single shade of blue and blue to purple that you could possibly think of, blue to flashes of green. Yeah.
It's stunning. This is definitely a piece from probably the late 50s, early 60s. Aurora Borealis wasn't invented as a method until 1958. But you can see that this is just one of those really good domed, dimensional quality pieces as well. That's just got like an insane amount of sparkle on it. Yeah. The colors in this, like, oh, this would have been great for the mermaid party today.
It's, you know, when you hold it back there, not only do you get all of those blues and purples and greens, you get a sort of a very chic flash of gray as well. You know, there's that really chic gray.
Oh yeah, that's very, classic and wonderful.
And now it's teal. You've put it on that, and I see big flashes of teal. I don't think this one glows, Christy. We did do the check for glowing. We can check again if Katie's got it, but I don't think it does. No.
There's no glow on this one. Actually, I think the piece that Nate had minus one bracelet that I've got tonight was one of the only pieces that had a little bit of glow to it. But yeah, this one's spectacular. And I mean, you can wear this, of course, all summer, because to me, this is very firework, very 4th of July, but it's also great through winter time. Honestly, you could theme your brooches to whatever holiday you want them to be, but I think that just wear sparkle all year round. Why not? I just think it's great.
And this color, these hues make this a really perfect dude brooch as well. These blues and grays and greens, great brooch for a guy.
Really spectacular. Okay, I'm gonna get this on.
Dennis Romero.
Dennis, welcome
buddy.
in. Hey, buddy.
Nice to see you. Welcome in, man.
Dennis is awesome. Team Dennis all the way, guys. Okay, so I'm going to get this on one of our vintage birthday postcards for kind wishes. I think the colors work really well. We got a little bit of a snowy scene. I'm not sure when this was sent. It's not postmarked, but I think it's fabulous. So here we go. We'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends. Oh my gosh. Even up here, this sparkle is insane.
Yeah.
That is just stunning, y'all. Oh my. All right.
I think we've got a bit of a lag. There's the sold with the kiwi. Have you noticed that Anne just used the kiwi?
Yeah. I love the kiwi.
Appreciated.
And Lisa, that looks like it's headed your way.
Congratulations. I'm sorry, Maria, you just missed out. The lag is just appalling. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you anyway, Maria, and thanks also for your bid, Nikki. It is a beautiful piece. You are absolutely going to love it when it arrives. A kiwi for my kiwi. Stop it.
For my kiwi. I love that. Okay, let's see. How about a lot of postcards? So tonight I've got some fabulous little postcards.
Is this the lot? Is this the lot we talked about? I love this idea. I'm sorry. It could have been my idea. That may be why I love it. But
it was Nate's idea. Nate gets all credit where credit's due.
I think this is a really cool little lot.
So we are calling this your instant postcard starter pack. And you're going to get all of the postcards that you see, plus a brooch that I have chosen to match the postcard. So, Nate, this I think is a great idea. You're going to get this little bundle here, and I am going to unwrap it to show you all the postcards. And this postcard lot is starting off at $18 in the chat. You're going to get all the postcards plus
and
fabulous brooch.
And this cute little brooch. And this cute little brooch. It's so neat.
It's such a great little thing. The first postcard, I just had to throw this in. It's not old. It's not super old. It's from the bicentennial, but it is Rose O'Neill, and it is a Cupid, and 4th of July is coming. So for all of our Cupid lovers, you're going to get this fabulous little lady with her I Pledge Allegiance bicentennial. That's the first postcard in the lot that you're going to get.
First of 5. First of 5, isn't it?
First of 5. And that's
Lisa. Hi, Lisa, letter artist from New York. Lovely to see you.
So that's the first postcard, never been written on, never used. The second postcard you're going to get is a beautiful embossed Christmas postcard. This one is postmarked 1909, and it says Merry Christmas. You got the little toy bonus elephant, all the little holly, the little toy doll, very
doll, yeah.
So this has a little bit of wear because it has been postmarked. I think this was sent to Charles out of Pennsylvania. So this is a Tux postcard. And then you're going to get, there's some beautiful postcards, guys, in here. Absolutely fantastic. This one is for a bright and happy Easter. This is also a Tux postcard from 1908 with the little chicks. Aren't they adorable? And the little hat, the little boater hat, and it's silver. I don't know if that will show up, but
and she's got like a bunch of like violets. She's got either violets or bow in her hair, and there's all those young cherry blossoms in the background.
Yeah, I love that. This was sent out of Rome, New York. And the message is on the back. It says, "Hello, Mommy," I believe. But I can't, sometimes it's hard to read these in pencil. So that's one. Then you're going to get this fantastic. I just love this postcard. It is in really great condition. A happy Easter with this gold embossing. Silver embossing with the little gold chickens pulling the ribbon off of an egg. Oh my gosh. I am in love with Easter postcards. Absolutely smitten. I think they are so cute. So you'll get that one.
That was Selena from Mama and Papa?
I think so.
Oh.
On the back. And then this one is adorable too. Another little Cupid for all of our Cupid fans. And this one was postmarked 1924 to a Miss Cora Hudson on Maxwell Street, and it just says city, so I don't know, but it's so cute. It says, "I see the sea, but you see what I really want to see is you." How cute is that? So I thought this was a good starter pack because you get a little bit of holiday, you get a little bit of adorableness, and just sort of a good mixture overall. So you're getting a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 postcards, and you're going to get this fantastic little blue brooch that's just great. And it's going to come all little bundled together in a little postcard starter pack. So I think that was a fun idea, Nate. So I'll hold this up and we'll start the countdown here. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. Just nice. A great little way to start a postcard collection. Kid is Winnie the Poohing it on that stump. Yeah. Yeah, he is Winnie the Poohing it.
Oh, Splinter alert. Wow.
Stump. Yeah, Cupid's actually, I didn't realize this Cupid's just completely naked. I don't know how I didn't notice that or think about it, but yeah. Anyway. Jeffrey, Old Hadley Vintage, fantastic.
Oh, nice.
That's a great lot. That is headed your way. That is just so wonderful. All right. Okay, fantastic. So that's all going to be coming to you. And
Nice.
if you guys have any particular postcards that you would like for me to do another curated lot of postcards, I'm more than happy to do that. Just let me know what kind of postcards you guys might be in the market for. If you like more of the cupies, I have more of those. I've got lots of different holiday. I don't have Halloween, unfortunately. Those are very hard to find, but I do have lots of other fun holidays and Victorian looking ladies. And I have, if you guys want me to do a raunchy, I have some 50s kind of raunchy, humorous postcards that I can do a lot as well. Hi, Larry Hunter. Welcome in.
Hey, Larry, buddy. Nice to see you. Dennis said yes, please. So, Dennis, if there's a particular theme you would like, and Amy as well.
Hi,
so, if there's a particular theme that you're interested in with postcards, pop it in the chat.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Would you be able to bring some Victorian trade cards to a show? Yes, I will, Hannah. I don't know how many of those I have. I sold a Palmer Cox brownie one. This was ages ago, I think, on Misty's sale, but I will look and see what I have.
I might have a couple in that big tote of ephemera that I've got with you.
Oh, yeah, we should look for that as well. Church or altar boys. I do have several of those, Jeffrey. I'll bring another lot.
Ruth Ann likes funny ones.
Okay, I got lots of funny ones. 50s raunchy. I can do that.
And Victorian ladies, Patricia Wishon, Victorian ladies.
Okay, I will do some curated lots and bring that next week. Fabulous. Okay,
what have we got up next?
This one, we had some folks in the chat that were really excited about our 1930s pieces. So this is our next one. It is starting off at $32.
World War I Doughboys.
Doughboys. Okay, I will look for those. Noel Padilla as well. In Christmas, Dennis says. Okay, fantastic. Oh, I have some Victorian Christmas ones. I have some really good Victorian Christmas. Okay, so this one is 2 inches in size, and it is starting off at $32. And this has an early homemade looking safety catch on the back. And I love this brooch, Nate. I think it's so gorgeous.
This is a super simple design that is so successful. There is no bling. It's all done with the curvature of the sort of stylized petals. We do think this is 20s to 30s because of the homemade C-clasp and safety clasp. It is in beautiful condition. It is absolutely in beautiful, beautiful condition. This is not so much blingy as chic and stylish and antique as well. If not antique now, antique in the next 5 years, I would say. Hello, Sharon Spencer.
Sharon.
Nice to see you.
This is a really good, I think, everybody brooch. There's a lot of dimension to it, which I love. And it is early. And when Nate got this in, I just loved this. I don't know what it was. And I think Nate hit it on the head just now when he was talking about it, was the simplicity of the design. And not only is it simplistic, but it's elegant. And it's so dimensional that it's just absolutely amazing to see.
There's an enormous amount of impact for really what is some stylized 4-petaled flowers. Big impact. Nate's pronunciation of petals is so romantic. Do I pronounce petals in a different and somewhat spookily romantic way?
Yeah, you have a lovely pronunciation of that.
I like that. I really like that.
I love it when you turn it on its side. I think it's just great. It's really impactful.
Yeah,
This,
pinwheels. Yeah, I see the pinwheels too.
yeah, it is very pinwheel. This brooch, to show you the back of the safety catch, is when you turn it around, you see it's not, see how that's all kind of circular and smooth in there? It's definitely an earlier catch. You can
I think it
that.
is. I think it is copper. Would you say it's copper? It doesn't look like it's a plated material.
It's some sort of metal.
It's a base metal, but I don't think it's a plated metal. So I would say there's a good chance it's copper.
Yeah, it could totally be copper.
I'm not 100% Carly, so I don't want to say it is, but yeah,
it's great.
It is a very successful design. This, I think it looks particularly nice when you've held it up on its
side, and it's got a little wear to the pen, as you can see. That's been around for a little bit of time, but it absolutely works perfectly well. And it's just gorgeous. The colors, everything. So let me get this.
Poodle says, I have a recording of Nate's petals for $14.99. Dennis, we take this a little bit earlier. We think this is much more likely 30s.
Yeah, I would say 30s because of the way that they did the safety catch on the back. So they didn't start doing the safety catches like this until the 30s. Before that, it was just the C hook that we all see on like older pieces. But this has that kind of homemade safety catch they started doing in the 30s. And by the 40s, it had transitioned really to what we know as the safety catch or safety clasp.
Welcome in, Karen Lord. Lovely to see you. Carly said something about the way he says petals sounds naughty.
It does sound like Skinamax show.
Does it really sound naughty if I say petals? I won't say stamen then. Or
but it's just
other parts of a flower.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. So this here postcard. Wow. This postcard here is good wishes. And it says, may sweetest pleasures, your heart delight, and all your days be glad and bright. Fabulous.
Yeah, George Jensen has that same chic simplicity. I know where you're going with that, Larry. I really understand that. It looks really pretty up there too.
It does. It's such a good brooch.
I think this is my last but one Victorian to 20s, 30s era piece. So I think I've got one more left.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. Yep, it's a gorgeous one. I think I've got just maybe one. I've got one Victorian piece tonight, and then that's besides that and one other piece. I don't think I have any others.
It's tough. It's tough getting good pieces. It really is tough. Yep. That goes to Rachel. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you too for your bid, April. I really appreciate your bid. And who else bid as well? There was something before. I'm sorry, Willie. Maybe it was Rachel again. Thanks everybody. I really appreciate it, and we both will do our utmost to bring more of that period type of jewelry.
Yeah, we look very, very hard for it, and it's always exciting when we can get it because I think it's just so beautiful. Okay, so let me go ahead and would you guys like me to do another antique brooch, or are you feeling something else at the moment? Because I could go ahead and bring my
do the antique one. Do the antique one.
Do the
This is
Victorian.
stunning.
Yeah, this is true Victorian, late 1800s. This piece is a sash brooch, and it is just fantastic. So this one is starting off at $48 in the chat, and it is for a brooch that is 3¼ inches in size. So it's got some size to it for sure. And the metal on this, guys, when you see it, is just fantastic. I do look for sash buckles. I don't have any, I think, at the moment, but I do look for them. So I will keep an eye out, Rachel, for you. This one is gorgeous.
Of this. Seriously, this is insane.
Yeah, it is. It's very Victorian, sort of a little bit of Art Nouveau in there and design. And you can see the color of that purpley ruby in the center. Oh my word, that is just gorgeous. The little thistles on the side truly make up a great design. And the fact that this is square at the top with the diamond pointing down is just stunning. And it has the C-clasp earlier piece with that longer pin back. I love the center stone on this one. And it is, look at this on this hat.
You see, I thought it was really purpley. It's reading exceptionally red when you hold it up like that, but I thought it was more purple.
So it's a little more purple in person, but it depends what light you have it on. Because over here in this light, when I'm away from my really good light, it's more purple, but in a brighter light, it's definitely more red. So it kind of takes on a purpley reddish tone. So I would say that it can definitely be ruby and or amethyst, depending on the light that you get it in. Oh my gosh, wait until you see it on this purse. Ooh, that is so cool. I love this. I pictured this.
Wow.
With jeans and like boots and a kind of a bohemian look. Oh my gosh, that's just fantastic.
See, thistles became an exceptionally popular Victorian motif. And Victoria and Albert loved Scotland. They bought Balmoral Castle, I think, really early in her reign. They loved Scotland. And their love of Scotland and all things Scottish, like thistles and agates and things like that, set a real trend for English jewelry for decades. And I'm sure this is a piece that's touched by that social interest in Scotland because of Queen Victoria.
Yes, I think so too. And it probably would have been very expensive when this was made. Someone commented about putting this on the pocket of a blazer. So I'm going to attempt to stand up because I do have a pocket on my blazer. And yeah, that on a pocket of a perfect. It really is. It's just gorgeous. So I'm going to get this on a vintage postcard, and then we will start the countdown on this one.
Now, is that bid of Rachel's for this piece, or is it? Have you got it on the? Because I thought we started this higher. I'm sorry if I'm confusing matters. What did we start?
No, yes, you're right.
It started at
$48 in the chat. Yeah. It's really spectacular, this brooch. And it's hard for me to find these. It really is. I do look for them, but they are not as easy to come by.
And also, you don't often see them quite as interesting as that. Such an interesting shape with this interesting thistle motif, with this large, interesting stone. It has so much going for it.
It really does. Because you see ones that are a little bit more square, sometimes more plain, but this just has everything. So we'll get this on our postcard from 1907. It says, "Thoughts of you may ever brighter days unfold along the path before you." And it's this little Victorian looking sailor boy guy. And ooh, let's see, how do we want to put this up here? Let's see, let's maybe do this side. Oh yeah, that's better. Here we go. Let's start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid, and it would look really great on your Sutherland plaid. It's gorgeous.
It's pretty good to the Superman's logo. It does look ever so Supermanish.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, totally Superman logo. My brother, when we were growing up, it wasn't Superman. I don't think there was a Batman, like cartoon Batman movie that we would go to the Blockbuster to get. And whenever they were out of it, my brother would cry because we were young then. And we watched that on repeat, that and Superman. So it reminded me of that. Gone are the days of Blockbuster. I think that's very sad.
Gaz, I see a lot of different finishes on Victorian jewelry. You see that sort of coppery gold finish. I see quite a bit of Japanning as well on Victorian pieces. I'm not sure if it's necessarily typical all the time, but maybe the majority. Sometimes it's goldy, sometimes it's a more coppery hue. What I see more seldom is silver-toned Victorian pieces. Really few and far between.
Very few and far between. Noelle, thank you so much. That is just a stunning piece. Thank you to everybody else. Jeffrey that was bidding on it, and Poodle. I will bring my other Victorian piece next week. And we will keep looking for these. They are definitely more scarce, but they are fantastic. Okay, let's see what is here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. And actually, this next piece, Blanche, is really excited about, because Blanche, if you've been around a minute, she is our bust display for all of our necklaces. She's not been used in a very long time. So Blanche is ready to make her on-screen debut again in a while. This next piece starts off at $28, Angela. And Nate, this is 16 inches in size.
This is a Kramer piece. Absolutely beautiful. Really delicate. There is, again, a very slight yellowing of one, maybe two of the smaller stones. It's very pretty, very delicate, and very feminine.
Yeah, very lovely. I'm just getting this set up on Blanche so I can show it to you guys. It is absolutely magnificent. And Kramer was a fantastic company out of New York. I believe that they were founded in the 40s, Nate. Did I remember?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, let me take this off the screen. But this is a gorgeous teardrop rhinestone necklace that's just, so much bling.
Again, you can see the tiny bit of discoloration here. We thought that it still had a bit of life. Understand if people think that maybe that's gone too far. We think that it's still on the right side. And such that little making a bail out of the rhinestones like that is actually really interesting. Such an interesting design element, where normally you would have a metal bail that would link. Having a rhinestone bail, really interesting.
Really, really interesting. Such a great use of design. This is 16 inches in size. It is a little bit more of a choker, but you could get a necklace extender. Oh, Nate, this is not Kramer. We've got a Kramer piece, but this is Hattie Carnegie.
Oh, this is the Hattie Carnegie.
This is the Hattie Carnegie one. I'm sorry. I probably told you wrong.
No, I think you know what? I think I've written it on my sheet wrong.
This is a
Yeah,
Hattie
because I
Carnegie.
had a Kramer piece. Yeah.
So it's my bad. This is a Hattie Carnegie piece. We tried to look for Hattie Carnegie pieces to see what this should be in the vicinity of. They were hugely high. This exact same piece, I think, sold for $87 or $89. But with this little bit of yellowing, we thought that it's a senior moment. Yeah,
it happened.
So it's even better.
And it does have a shepherd's hook on the back, so this would be easy to.
Oh, I've lost you. I've actually lost you, Katie. You have frozen. Oh no, I think you're back.
My back?
Yeah, I think you're back.
My internet is freezing. I know, what a racket.
Karen saying, "What a racket!"
You could totally get in a necklace extender. This is.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I
got the shepherd's hook on the back, and then you've got the teardrop here with all the. What is going on?
Yeah,
hopefully I'm not freezing too much.
Freezing.
Gorgeous puddling, and then that Hattie Carnegie logo right there, which is just wonderful. Hattie Carnegie was a fashion designer out of, she was born in 1886, but her company went through 56. And she just made an amazing amount of jewelry from the 20s to the 50s, and highly, highly collectible. She really made a huge empire and name for herself, which was kind of rare back then for women, if you think about it. Hi, Greg. I see hello. I keep popping in and out of the chat, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But let's get this back on Blanche, who is just dying to finally have her moment in our sale. She is back and better than ever. So we will go ahead and start the countdown. Hattie Carnegie, never see Hattie Carnegie out in the wild very often. I have one Hattie Carnegie brooch in my own collection, and I love the name. So I think that the Hattie Carnegie is definitely one to be on the lookout for. Great quality. I mean, Hattie Carnegie's up there with your Weiss, your Kramer, your Eisenberg.
Your
just
Emmons,
Emmons, yeah. Okay, so let's start the countdown on this. I just picture this being with your little LBT, don't you, Nate? Little black dress moment, or a suit, or I mean, anybody in any fashion can style this up and make it look really stunning. Yeah. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. All right.
And black speedos. My little black speedo days are well behind me, I promise you.
That's hilarious. What do you call speedos, Nate, in New Zealand?
Trunks. They're called budgie smugglers in Australia, but it's more likely to be called speedos or trunks or bathers, maybe. Oh, there goes Dennis. Congratulations.
Yes.
That's a nice piece to have in your collection, a piece of Hattie Carnegie. It just doesn't
Team Dennis. Awesome, Dennis.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Dennis.
Poodle says she may have a pair of Nate's Speedos in the alleyway available. I love it.
Stop telling them all my secrets.
Patricia, don't believe him. He does wear Speedos, but usually bright green. Green is Nate's favorite color.
It is.
If you like a necklace, I do have a necklace to bring. It's probably about 26 or 28 inches of pure rhinestone glory. If you may be interested in that, I might be convinced to part with it.
Oh, and guys, let me tell you, that necklace will blow your socks off. So definitely want to see Nate's rhinestone necklace.
Did I hear Speedos? What I missed? I don't think there are photos of me in Speedos. There's a couple of me as a teenager shirtless, which I made the dreadful error of showing to Ange once. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. Nate was showing me something a couple of days ago because he's wanting to hang some photos in his office with some more cool black and whites. And he was showing me how, he might hang these, and we were trying to workshop a really cool way. And he sent a picture with a little drawing, and it was of Angela. He still had Angela in the frame from the Easter egg hunt, and it was hilarious to me. I loved it.
I still have those all framed up. No, Dennis, my day in the sun is long past, Dennis, so that's why I keep my camera off.
Oh no, you look great. Okay, well, I see my mom in the chat. So in honor of Mom and her fabulous pottery, I think that it is time to showcase one of Mom's pieces tonight. Now, this guy has been hanging out in my apartment for a while, and I have just gotten the most delight out of seeing him every day in my kitchen. I have stared at his little face, and he is the most adorable thing on the planet. So this is our third ever, I think, Julie jar on the show. And then, yes, we'll do a giveaway, Angela. This is starting off at $45. And for all of you guys that don't know, my mom is a potter, and she does fantastic work, in my opinion. She makes a lot of things out of porcelain and out of earthen stoneware. And this is one of her earthen stoneware pieces tonight. Her fabulous creations with real copper. She uses this copper just akin to the 22 karat gold that that I showed you guys last week on one of her pieces that we had. She uses real copper on this piece to create a fabulous little design. And I am very proud of this vintage brooch because I found it in a field in Kentucky, and Mom has converted it into a beautiful medallion on top this black glaze for her earthen stoneware piece. And it does have a fused glass inside that Mom uses vintage marbles and makes that beautiful glass on the inside. And she has signed the bottom as well. All of these pieces will come with a note from my mom and in a very special box. And then for your viewing pleasure, we have the most adorable little bunny friend sitting on top, made out of clay. He's just
so adorable,
so precious. Mom has done a great job with these transferware pieces on the top, and you can see a little bit more of the copper adorning the top rim there, which is beautiful. Natalie says that we love ours, both beautiful, beautiful quality. So this one is exquisite. And if you're looking to have a wonderful piece of Mom's pottery, or you're looking for a gift for Christmas, this would be a wonderful thing. Look at the speckled glaze on this. Of course, this is earthen stoneware, so you do get some of that speckling through the white glaze. And then Mom uses all of those paper transfers she cuts out by hand, which is just fantastic. Each one of these pieces has to be applied. And then you have this adorable little bunny friend that is just ready to go. Just incredible. I do want to share a couple of photos with you to showcase Mom's work. She's been working so hard on some new pieces. And this is one of the pieces that she is working on. And I'm going to give you just a little sneak peek of Freddie the Frog and Sammy the Snail. He will be coming next week. But we do have this adorable little bunny, and I think that he needs a name. So guys in the chat, if you help me come up with a name, I will go ahead and start the countdown on this fantastic little rabbit friend.
Hey, Alcava, nice to see you.
Yeah, the copper is so cool. Look at that. It's not showing up as shiny as it is in person, but it is very shiny and very amazing. So we will start the countdown here, guys, at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh my gosh, I just love this little guy. I think he's fantastic. Beatrix. Oh, we love Beatrix Potter in our family, so I think that's a winner. Someone else says Nathaniel. I like that too. Oh, so detailed. I know, Larry. My mom is stunning. Romeo. Actually, it's hilarious that you say that, Shannon, because my parrot at the pool that I had on my shoulder got named Romeo. So I had Romeo the parrot. That glaze is so good. Rachel, congratulations. That is headed your way. What a great grab. That is incredible.
Can she do a statue of Nate?
I don't know. My mom is very talented. She is a good drawer, that's for sure. The party I went to tonight required some drawing as part of our game we were playing. And I cannot draw to save my life. So I really needed mom there to get her charcoal pencils out and sketch away.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm exactly the same. I got that from my mother. I would always buy things during the year and put them into a gift drawer or gift cupboard so that I've always got something on hand. I think it's a really good idea to do that.
Yeah, it is fantastic way to always have things. My grandma's the same way. I mean, she always had a gift drawer, and I remember going to visit her because I loved, there's something magical about a grandparent's junk drawer. When you're a kid and, especially seeing stuff from all different eras, I thought was really cool. Grandma always had the best junk drawers because they were full of little like treasures from our family and old photographs of my mom and little neat, like just small things you would have acquired on your travels and stuff. So I loved going through Grandma's junk drawers. Well, one time I was in there being a kid and I opened some drawers and Grandma was like, no, don't look. Because she had some of our Christmas stashed away in the bottom drawer. So she always was planning ahead. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's time for a giveaway. We do need to do a giveaway, don't we?
And let's do 2 giveaways because we've got 4 giveaways total tonight. So let's do 2 and at the same time, Nate. How about it?
Should we do 2, one after the other? Let's do one and then we'll do another one afterwards so we don't get them mixed up together. Mallory, welcome in. I retired after 34 years. Do you retire, Rachel?
That's fantastic, Rachel. Wow, you worked right out of college there. Your collection of jewelries is going to a wonderful woman I was closest to at work. Oh,
that's so sweet. The numbers, the letters have come in, but I'll say for people who haven't, don't know what we're doing, it's giveaways. It's open to everyone. You don't need to buy anything. It's letters of the alphabet, one guess at a time, but guess as many times as you like. Good luck. So we'll do this first one, and let's use the second giveaway letter for this one. Yeah. The third giveaway for the one after, and I'll create a new one for the end. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's perfect, Nate.
Okay, let's just.
And I just sent you who I think I see because I just.
Oh, you've seen it already. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll let you look, and we'll confirm. Confirm.
Okay, I've seen it. Shall I send to you? I'll send to you who has got that.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. You're right. With the sentiment too. It is G for golf, and it goes to Angela.
G for golf.
She doesn't know people.
Angela. That's our joke, because Angela always is so kind when she wins and she gives the giveaways away. But I know a lot of you guys are like, this is rigged. How does Angela keep winning? Well, I don't know. Angela's very lucky, and she needs to go play the lottery.
I saw Dawn.
Karen says, what a racket.
Dawn Domain is here as well. I saw Dawn sneak in. Welcome in, Dawn. It's always lovely to see you. Okay, so we've got the end now. Okay, what a racket. Send to April, please.
Oh, that's so great. I sure will.
Do we have April's dates?
I do believe I have April. But April, it would not hurt if you're still hanging around with us. Let me go ahead and put back on my display headline. I took that off for the podcast. Right here, if you just want to send that email to me, but I do believe I have you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Angela. Angela wasn't here last week, and I think Karen said, she'll probably win even though she's not here.
That's so true. That's so true.
Okay, second round. It's the same story. You don't have to have purchased anything to enter the giveaway. It's letters of the alphabet, one at a time, but guess as many times as you like. Round 2. Good luck, people.
Round 2. Yes, our very special giveaway. You have a second time to win. And I'm going to start looking for the letters. Oh my gosh, they are coming in hot. Let's see here. Who is going to?
I'm just so nervous that it's going to be Angela again.
Oh my!
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I see it.
Oh, so okay. I see it as well.
And text me who you think it is, Nate. Yeah, it is. Fabulous.
It's Dawn today. Hiya, Dawn. You snuck in and you've won the giveaway. How lovely. Congratulations, Dawn.
And Dawn, I just realized, and to everyone in the chat, I didn't mention what our giveaways were. So tonight, you guys are winning some fabulous mystery postcards. You'll get a mystery postcard chosen by me from my latest travels to Maryland. So I've got some really fun postcards lined up. And congratulations on winning. That's excellent.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
I saw someone else come in, which was a new name. Laurie White. Welcome in, Laurie White. Lovely to see you. And Marjorie Rodriguez. Welcome in, Marjorie, as well. Lovely to have you here. Fantastic. Do we have Dawn's deets?
Dawn, I don't think so. I might have you, but again, it never hurts just to send the information again to my email. That way I have it and I can double check that everything's all up to date. And
Fantastic.
This next brooch is 1 3/4 inches in size, and it is Austrian. It's marked Austrian, and it is just the neatest little brooch. This is starting off at $28 in the chat if any of you guys are interested. And Nate, this does have a little bit vintage wear, but I think overall this thing is just as sparkly.
You know, the two marquee stones have become to be a little bit yellowed. It's interesting that the two marquees have, and not really the others, or maybe there's a little yellowing on that smaller round, but the larger rounds are really clear, really beautiful. I love this textured leaf as well. So interesting. And I do gravitate to these square or triangular or rhombus shaped pieces. There's something really interesting about a brooch that's not round, even though I love round brooches, obviously. Oh, the sparkle.
Look at the sparkle. I'm just watching the top row of 4 rhinestones almost do the wave.
Yeah.
Baseball stadium.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean.
I can totally see this in the rhinestones, and it's just captivating me right now. That's just so fabulous. I love these silver tone pieces with the leaves. Austrian crystal. I mean, honestly, just some of the best rhinestones that you can get. The sparkle and the quality on them is amazing, and I love the textured leaf brooches. They kind of almost, Nate, these big round ones at the top almost look a little bit like a moissanite, but they're not.
They do have that whole sparkle of a moissanite. If you don't know a moissanite, even though moissanites do exist naturally, they are now man-made to synthesize a diamond or a diamond substitute rather than a synthesized diamond, because you get man-made diamonds. But a moissanite has a higher refractive index than a diamond, so they're even sparklier than diamonds. I love moissanites. If you're thinking of a proposal, a ring for proposal, go down the moissanite road rather than the diamond road. I would not put you wrong.
Yeah, I think they're fabulous. That's a great question, Gavin. And I think just over time, vintage wear happens. If, maybe some water gets inside the stones, over time, I think just kind of the humidity and things can do that. Nate, I'm getting a phone call here. Just one moment.
Okay, you mute.
But will you continue this for me?
Yep, absolutely. Okay, the bid's at 28. I can even count this down. We don't need to put this necessarily onto a postcard. We're counting this down for you, Nikki, if you'd like. So what is it? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. So, that looks so beautiful. I always feel like I need to make a note to myself of when I'm here, what I say, because my mind just empties when I'm put on the spot like this. April Butler, thank you so much, April. It's really beautiful, really, really beautiful. And I think Katie's come back to save me.
I'm here. Nate, you always do a good job. What are you talking about? You're fantastic. You counted probably better than me because numbers are hard and sometimes I don't do the countdown right.
I really, really need to just make a list of vaguely interesting things that I can say when I'm put on the spot. Many people, including me, I love the whole dude brooch thing. Dennis, I love the whole man brooch.
Yeah. It's so cool, Dennis, to see so many people now in Hollywood wearing brooches and rock stars and, basically icons, people that we see in the media all the time or see in movies or listen to on CDs or, now streaming. And I just think it's cool that those folks are wearing brooches, bringing back vintage. I just think it's cool. Brooches really bling. They're for everybody. I think while they were once gendered, they don't have to be now. And I think it's fabulous.
That we have this notion of brooches being gendered towards women now. But I mean, there were times when men would wear brooches. George in England, all through the Mughal Empire, it was men that was wearing the diamonds and the jewelry. I think just attitudes have just changed. Gazza, thanks for the saving with the lifeline, buddy. What was my first color of my first bicycle? My first one was red, I think. It was a Rally 10, and then I got a 10 speed, and it was like a champagne colored. Thanks, buddy.
That's really cool. Mine was pink, hot pink, and purple, and it had the little. Did yours have the tassels on the side?
Tassels? No, mine was butch. There was never no tassels to be had.
No tassels. Okay, well, yeah, I get maybe that would have been a girl bike thing, but yes, that was my first bike, and I was a little afraid to ride down the hill. Dad had a big hill at the time where he lived, and but then Dad, rode sort of with me, and I wasn't so much afraid, and then I just loved it, and I rode all over the neighborhood.
The only butch thing about me, I tell you what, I'll tell you a little secret. It took me a long time to learn to ride a bike. A long time. Embarrassingly old I was when I finally learned to ride a bike. I was an incredibly uncoordinated child with an even worse sense of balance, and I think I may have been like 11 or something when I finally learned to ride. Dreadfully embarrassing. He wasn't 19 when he learned. Hey, Randy.
Hi, Randy. Oh, riding a bike is hard. I love that episode of in Friends, if you've ever seen it, where Phoebe gets her first bike, like from her friends, and it's her first bike, but they don't know that, and she really doesn't know how to ride a bike. And I love that episode. It's so good. Okay.
Red Western Flyer. Flyer.
That's a cool one, Larry. Schwinn is they've been around forever, Schwinn.
And that playing cards pinned to your spoke so you could hear we did that too.
I'm getting a call. Hang on.
Oh. I think I'm on again. We will just call you Lemon Squeeze. I don't know what it was about me that I couldn't learn to ride a bike. The other thing was my father teaching me, which was also another issue, possibly why I don't actually drive, because it would have been my father's job to teach me. Sharon says, Katie, is your brooch stalks of wheat? She's muted at the moment.
Sharon, I'm sorry about that, guys. One of my friends who I went to the party with tonight is coming back to hang out a little bit after the sale, and so I was just letting him in the door. I told him that we were still doing the sale, but afterwards I'd be here. So anyway, he's
Randy, I'm going to work before the next sale. I promise I'm going to work on some topics for small talk, because I'm just hopeless at it.
Oh no, Nate, you're much better than you think you are. You're very good. I don't think that this is stalks of wheat. I actually think this is a crown Trifari brooch, and I think it's just sort of like a brutalist firework. And I think it's super cool. I love this brooch. I've never seen another one, and it's one of my favorites. And I like that it's silver and gold tone, because I thought that would be really cool to wear, because tonight on my shirt I went with my dad's, well, actually my grandfather's. He had this coin that was stamped out that he wore all the time through high school. My dad said that his grandfather, that would have been Papa's dad, he worked in the mining industry, and he would go down and do insurance on mines. And several of the mines, I think, that he called upon or did work with, one of the guys was a master at making these kind of punched out coins. And as a gift, he gave it to my great grandfather, Papa B.
Wow.
And then my papa would wear this all the time through high school, and Dad gave it to me. So it's one of my favorite pieces.
That's very cool.
Very cool. And I just thought it would go with this brooch really well. Okay, so the next brooch that we have is a Cara Lee brooch, and this is starting out at $28. Now, I have to say this is a really good bargain for this brooch, because Cara Lee jewelry, particularly this mogul style brooch, is really sought after. And I think one had just sold, Nate, for it was like $70. Oh, hang on, let me open the door. I thought it was unlocked.
We'll do, Karen. We'll do. I will write a list of some interesting, if I can think of some interesting facts. There must be something interesting about here that you might not know.
Okay. We'll show the Cara Lee brooch in just a minute.
We'll show that Cara Lee brooch in just a minute. Nate, we love you just being here. You just did a great job. Katie, Virginia, Katie has just gone to answer the door, so she'll be back
I'm so sorry for the delay, folks.
What's the most popular food in New Zealand? A lot of fish because we're surrounded by water, but a pie. If you don't know about New Zealand's reputation for the pie, it's a savory pie. It's meat, not sweet. You don't get sweet pies here very, very much. You get savory pies. That is a really popular thing here. How did Katie and I meet? We met during very, very near the beginning of lockdown, where we were in various chats and live sales. I think it was the Antique Nomad, possibly, that we met in.
I see you a lot in George's and Misty's and in Dee's sale, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. And we saw each other in chats, and we just kind of chat, and when Nate said he was from New Zealand, I was just so interested because I'd never met anyone from New Zealand. And I think we found each other on Instagram and just started messaging back and forth. How we got into the jewelry, I remember our first sale because it was live when I was on the yard sale from the hotel room. Yeah. But I don't remember how that came to be, where we're like, wouldn't this be fun if we got into jewelry? But I think we both just loved it.
I'm not 100% sure how it happened either. I may have blacked it out. I'll describe it to a therapist in some years' time. But that's how we met. Nate, your accent is much like my husband's brogue. Oh, that's nice. Brogue's a lovely English accent.
Angela says, I think actually it was all my idea.
It could have been Angela.
Could have been. I don't know. Okay, so our next brooch is starting off at $28, and it is 2 1/4 inches in size. And this is for a Carolee piece. Now, this brooch is very desirable within the brooch world. And one I think Nate just sold for, was it $70, I believe I have written down. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know you have a great bargain coming your way. This is fantastic. It's got rhinestones and faux pearls, but these faux pearls are iridescent. They have a really beautiful sheen to them. Very elegant, kind of mogul style brooch, as Nate mentioned earlier. And
I love this. It screams mogul to me. It really screams that Indian empire to me. Yeah. And the combination of being a pearl, iridized pearl, and these lovely little rhinestones, it is beautiful. And it's one of the nicest Carolee brooches out there. Now, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to dive away for a second because my grocery delivery's just arrived.
Sure, no problem.
I'll be back in just a moment.
No problem at all. You can see a little bit of those iridized pearls on there. I love this piece. I think it's so sparkly. Carolee was founded in 1972 out of Connecticut, and she created very affordable but good quality jewelry. And I think, as Nate said, this truly is some of the nicest of the Carolee pieces that I've seen. So I just absolutely love this because I think that this goes with so many things. You need a kind of a classy brooch to go to a fancier event. This brooch is for you. You need something fun to kind of zhuzh up a jean jacket. This can be your playful brooch as well. It's just sort of your good brooch that you can wear on multiple occasions, I think. And I love the iridized pearls with those little rhinestones. It's just so beautiful, this brooch. It's gold toned from the 70s. And look at it on this hat. Now, see, this I think is extremely effective because this hat is kind of like Western rhinestone cowboy. And then you add this, and now you've got kind of that like bohemian Western chic look, which I love. There's a TV show. Oh my gosh, Christy, if you're floating around in the chat, you're going to kill me because we actually visited this store out in Texas. They had a TV show and now they're a store and they sell really amazing like custom hats, among other things. They're like well known. And their shop has a lot of this kind of like bling on hats and that look. Anyway, it's just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and Louie is saying hello to all of you guys. She's excited because Gabriel is here and Louie and Gabriel are best of friends. So Gabriel watches Louie when my friend Adara cannot. So I've got a good team of people that do care for Louie. And I'm really grateful that Gabriel's here. So he's hanging around in the kitchen. Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards and we will start the countdown. I'm going to put it on this postcard. I love this. It says with fondest love, and it is a beautiful postcard from 1914 with the little flowers and the wax seal and your 4-leaf clover. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this guy. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic combination this is. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. This is such a fancy brooch too.
That's showing. Sorry, that took me a while. I had some things to put away in the freezer and fridge. That brooch looks beautiful.
Oh, it's stunning, I think, on that postcard. Such a good combination. And I see that sold. It is almost Edwardian, Jennifer. Totally almost Edwardian.
Oh, nice buy.
All right. Great grab, Noelle. I'm so glad you got that. That's going to be stunning in your collection. April, thank you as well for bidding on that. We appreciate it.
Karen, I think Karen Lord as well.
Karen as well. Yes, Karen Lord.
So pretty.
Karen. Okay. Up next, let's see what we've got tonight.
I don't think we have Instacart. Because I'm not sure. Instacart is someone who goes and does your shopping and then delivers your groceries, but that's independent of the market itself.
Yes, yeah. Instacart, it is its own thing.
Right.
But they will go and shop.
Yeah, we don't have that. You can do an internet order, obviously, but it would be representatives of that supermarket that would do the shopping and deliver it to you.
Yeah, that's right. So in Jacksonville, we don't really have, I don't think, any kind of representatives of the supermarket that do that, except for, that's not true. I take that back. When you go to like Target and you order online or you do like an order pickup, someone from the store will gather all of that together and shop for you. Okay, this next lot is a lacquer set that's just gorgeous.
Oh, Larry, I haven't seen that thing, Larry, but I've heard how good it is. Apparently, it's really interesting. I've got it's one of those things where on all of these streaming services, I tick things to be put into my watch list, and then I never get to them. But it's
that's the case with so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. He just brought me coffee. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, so let's see. This next set of brooches is a fabulous Russian lacquer set. And Nate, I know we just love these so much. And let me measure them for you. The lot, you're getting a pair, is starting off at 32. And one measures 2 inches. And, they both measure 2 inches. Isn't that fantastically easy? So I'm going to go ahead and put these on a vintage postcard from 1912, and then I will show them both so that you guys
I love Russian lacquer. I absolutely love Russian lacquer.
And I got this little lot of Russian lacquer. I see flowers very often, not often as painted as nicely as this. These flowers are painted beautifully. I don't often see people. I know on some larger Russian lacquer pieces, it's very common to do Russian myths and folk tales and things like that. So this may well be a Russian folk tale on this piece. It makes them at $16 each, which I think is really good value. The artistry in these Russian lacquer brooches is incredible to me. There are 4 main centers of Russian lacquer art in Russia, and I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head. I'll make a note of them to the side next time I have a brooch. But they are just simply so beautifully made, so beautifully painted. And there's something really interesting and moody about this black and gold mix. But that's
I love it. To me, it sort of looks like a genie in the night with her little stars and her sun. And she's on a little, almost like Aladdin style green pillow floating through the clouds. It's just a wonderful brooch. And the level of detail, I mean, I can't even draw to save my soul, let alone you give me a tiny little brush and you said, here, paint these little lines perfectly on this little small piece that's 2 inches. I would not be able to do it. I just don't know how they do. This one is signed by the artist, and I hope that gold foil is coming up. Is it showing up, Nate, on your end? Because I hope it is, because the gold on these leaves is just so vibrant on this one.
Hi there, Truly Vintage Alien, who says they're watching from Russia. One of these is signed, the other one is not signed. Someone had said a while ago, oh, it's the ones that aren't very good quality aren't signed, but I think that is not factual.
That's not true. It's not me. Because look at this one.
Palek. Oh, maybe a guy is from Russia or lady is from Russia, because that is one of the centers of Russian lacquer work. Palek. So welcome in from Russia, Truly Alien Vintage Alien. Lovely to have you here.
That is so cool. It's nice getting folks from all around the world in our chats, and it's always wild to me that that's the case. So there's our vintage postcard, and we've got these 2 brooches, one round, one oval. Just amazing detail on these guys. Let's go ahead and start the countdown here, folks, and great deal for 2 hand-painted pieces. Here we go, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mid-end.
Mary Saman, hi from Fremantle. Welcome in, Mary. Are you in Fremantle in Australia?
That would be very cool.
That's very interesting. Welcome in, Vintage Alien. We're a really friendly bunch here. Yes, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Really, really lovely to have you. Ruth Ann,
I think that lot is headed to you. Congratulations.
Oh, you are in Fremantle. Lovely. Fremantle's a city on the west coast, a port city on the west coast of Australia. Near the mouth of the Swan. Really lovely place. I loved Perth. I really loved Perth. I lived in Australia for 20 years, and Perth is a beautiful, Western Australia is a beautiful state.
It really is. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. We've got people here from Russia, Australia, Nate from New Zealand, and all over the continent. This is just blowing my mind right now.
Really cool. Welcome in, everybody. It's so nice to have you here.
Okay. My next piece is a little bit different than our normal bling, but it is still.
And thank you too, Ruth Ann. Sorry. Thank you, Ruth Ann, and everyone bidding on there. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're so welcome. Why am I saying you're so welcome? I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, no problem, Nate, is what I meant to say. My next piece here is not our normal bling, but I think it's fabulous. It is sterling silver, and I know we had a lot of requests for some chunky bracelets. So I thought I'd bring this piece along. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's dyed quartz, but it does glow. And this is just fun. It is not vintage, but it is got a lot of impact, a lot of bling. And it is about 9 inches at its longest and about 7.5 as its shortest. It does have a toggle clasp, and I think it's just absolutely stunning. So this is pure sterling silver set with these bezel settings and the quartz. Oh, we're just going full bling with my little apartment complex bracelet I had to wear today to the pool party. But this is fantastic. I love the quartz, even though it's dyed. That hot fuchsia pink is a lot of fun. I mean, it is a lot of fun. You've got pear shapes. You've got, I don't know what this is. It's sort of like a trapezoid.
Yeah. When you get quartz of a sort of a lesser, maybe a lesser quality, or a quartz that's very crackled, that has a lot of fissures in it, they love doing this. They put it with some dye under pressure, and the dye seeps into every fissure and crack into the material. They do this with emeralds. That's the oiling of emeralds. If you ever hear about oiled emeralds, they do this as well. And what they've done is they've had some okay quality crystal, a quartz, and they've given this treatment so that it turns it into something that's this bright bubblegum Barbie pink. And I think it saves this quartz. It really does, and it showcases it. And there is a lot of silver here, people. There is a lot of sterling in this piece. I really like this piece of yours, Katie.
I think it's beautiful, and it's so cool that they can save the quartz and turn it into something really extra special. So this is starting off, guys, really had a great bargain for the pure just amount of silver that is in this bracelet. This is going to start at $25 in the chat. And I just think it's lovely. The bezel settings are everything to me. And I love the texture detail on that toggle clasp. I think it makes a real impact on this bracelet. And it's just chunky and fun and good for summer. Yes, I know. It's a stunning deal. It's a great deal for the amount of silver in this, guys.
It's a big fun statement as well. It's a lot of jewelry. It really is.
It's a lot of jewelry, and it's a great statement. I would pair this with a jean jacket, or even a leather jacket. You know, that would be really fun. Get a leather jacket. You could get some big earrings, kind of tease your hair up. There's just an endless amount of options you can rock this bracelet with. It's really great for summer.
The thought of that with denim, with that pale blue denim, that pink would just look beautiful.
It is. And there are several places on this bracelet that it is marked, but you've got your 925 right there. And I will make sure to polish this up if the person that is buying this would like me to polish it. It's pretty shiny on its own, but I always like to run the polishing cloth over things. But I know some people like the little more worn, tarnished look. So I will not polish it. Whoever gets this, if they, don't want me to, but if they do, I'm happy to do that as well before I send it off to you. So let's go ahead and start the countdown. That pink is so good. And guys, it's not showing up on camera, but when I hit the black light to it, like in person, it glows like neon coral under the water. It is just an insane pink when the black light hits it. It's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and start the countdown. I got to say, Bernadette is working it tonight. Bernadette, Blanche, they've all come out. They're all living their best lives. They're really happy. They're getting some airtime. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this bracelet. Just gorgeous. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Katie is very clumsy, and that clumsiness is at work there, but all is well. Okay. I can't wait to see who gets this because I think this is such a cool piece.
It's such a big, fun statement. I mean, really, it's such a fun statement.
Yeah, you can wear this to the club. Isn't that what Angela said earlier? I have my club bracelet on. Ruth Ann.
A lot of bidding on that. People loved it. You know, we were talking about this before, and I told you people will love this. The color is just insane.
Yeah, the color is really good. Ruth Ann, fabulous buy. That is a great bracelet, and I love all the sterling in that. You're going to adore that when you get it in person. Thank you, April, and I saw Randy bidding on that as well. Yeah. It's just a great piece, and I will look out for more sterling chunky bracelets. I do think I might have one more that I picked up at this particular place that I was fortunate enough to get some sterling at. So I will make sure to bring that.
Oh, Heather. Heather, thank you so much for spending the time with us, Heather. We really appreciate it. It's so lovely to see you.
So good to have you in the chat. Okay. My next piece up, or I shouldn't say mine, this is one of Nate's, but he is just so cute. I know Figural brooches are always fun. We bring a lot of bling and we bring a lot of elegant pieces. And this is bling and elegant and Figural all kind of rolled into one piece. And just a lot of cheer, to be honest. This brooch is 3 inches in size. And it is starting off, guys, at $22. Now, Nate, I think we decided this is probably from the 80s, didn't we?
I think so. 80s, possibly the 90s. It's not a brand Harry Spanker's brooch. This has got some vintage age to it, although it's in beautiful condition. And you see a lot of frog brooches, but this is one of the most beautifully modeled frog brooches. It really does look a lot. The way it's modeled like that is incredible. I love it. Beautiful quality rhinestones, beautiful little gemmy green eyes. I think it's just so beautiful.
This brooch, you know, it's almost like it's leaping right off of your shirt. There is such a cool movement and design.
It is, yeah.
As Nate mentioned.
It's captured that long leg and that short leg primed to spring perfectly.
Yeah, it has. And this is quality. This has got some real weight to it. It's that kind of brooch, you know, that I always say when you put it in your hand, you know, it just has that kind of like, wow, that's kind of special. Someone probably paid up for this kind of brooch. Yeah, Froggy going a courting. He's a little Freddie Frog.
He looks especially cool on your lapel. I've got to say, he looks very cool.
He does. He's great on the jacket, man. He's not marked, Ruth Ann. I wish he was, because whoever made this, I mean, they really put some serious quality in him. But
this is another one of those sort of stopper brooches that you're going to wear this and you are going to get stopped by 10 people before you get into the supermarket, because it is just so incredibly well modeled. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And you know, every time I wear an animal or a figural brooch, I get stopped. I'd say more, because they connect with that animal. You know, they're like, oh, that's so cute, or oh, wow, that's so cool. So I really love this guy. We're going to go ahead and start the countdown. I would get him on a postcard, but I kind of think, Nate, he's just hanging out really well right here. So let's go ahead and start the countdown here with Freddie Frog. He's going a courting. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And you see, there's something about the way that they've modeled the feet that they're a little bit different sort of size, and there's something really elegant about this. For a frog brooch, it is super elegant.
Yeah,
There's the sold.
It's the best frog I've ever seen.
I think it. You know what? I think it's one of the best frogs I've ever seen too. To be honest.
Yeah. I think
Rachel,
congratulations.
That is such a nice piece. Honestly, you're gonna love that when it arrives.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone who's bidding on that as well. Heidi and Randy as well. And Karen Lord, we really appreciate you. I really love brooches like that, and I find another one that's difficult to find. Figural brooches of that quality, you are going to love it, honestly.
Yeah, that's a great grab. Okay, my next brooch is actually a set, and I think it's a fabulous little set. This set is going to start off at $32 in the chat. And when you guys see this, you'll understand why, because it is just gorgeous. And I'm going to go ahead and get this on a vintage postcard. And I'll put the clip earrings. Actually, hang on, I can do that with it. Bob, man, everybody's getting used tonight. Bob is getting his limelight as well. We got everybody in the mix. I'm happy about this.
Oh, Rachel, I fear that I've had just a long history of frogs. Not a single prince amongst them.
Well, Katie, you must have not kissed many frogs then. That's true. Okay, let's see here. This brooch set, like I said, is starting off at $32, and it is just gorgeous. It's silver toned, so much filigree work, absolutely stunning, and you are getting the earrings. I don't know why this set is not marked, but it is true vintage. There's just sort of a sweet elegance to this, which I love. The way that you've got all of that detail in there really makes this look like something that Queen Victoria would wear. Although I think in reality, it's probably more from the 1950s. And I think this is a very classic look. You've got the earrings to match. You've got the little lapel. Well, it's not little. It's a good size lapel brooch. And I love the different tones. So this is 2 inches in size. You've got the light blue with that dark blue central stone, and then all that dimensionality that builds up. And it's so lovely. And then you get the earrings. Now, I know a lot of folks are like, oh, I can't really wear clip-on earrings. Well, I, thanks to Nate's cousin, have a little fun hack for you.
Yeah, true vintage alien. It does have that Czechoslovakian look, that back to it that you so often find. In fact, we were both surprised that it didn't have a made in Czech or Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia on it. We both thought that, and it may still well be, because that
still could be. Yeah,
that lacy filigree work is really, really common on. Oh, I love that.
Look at that. You got an instant little cocktail ring that I just made out of a plain old band that I had. And now I've got a little cocktail ring to go with my brooch, so I could easily change that out. I love the blue color on this. I think it's stunning. And you can also do a little fun moment with your clip-on earrings on the collar of your lapel. So it just is a fun little thing you could do. Well, if I don't fold the collar over,
or even in your buttonhole, even in your boutonniere, as just a tiny little clip in your buttonhole, super cute.
Super fantastic. You can also, it's a great use of pinning, in my opinion, 2 postcards together. So if you've got 2 vintage postcards that you want to pin together or use as a little paper clip, or even in the Christmas era, Christmas time, when you want to hang some of your vintage or not so vintage um, Christmas cards you get, you can run a string through the back of these and use it like a little clip. And I just think they're fantastic together.
Yeah, Heather Elizabeth did that
Yeah.
in her home for Christmas, for the Christmas cards. Beautiful. What a great touch. Really, what a sweet touch.
Yeah, I think such a sweet touch. And of course, you can wear these if you would like as clip-on earrings, and they are honestly very comfortable. They don't pinch. They are they stay on, but they're not pinchy, which is nice also if you're going to wear them as clip-on earrings. Okay, so let me get this on our vintage postcard, and we will go ahead and start the countdown on this blue fabulous little set here. Could be Czechoslovakian, not sure, does have the back. I wish this were marked in some way, but it's not. It's just wonderful. So, yeah, clip-on earrings were super popular in the 50s, and I think they're very glamorous. So let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Oh, Rachel, your dad sounds like a great guy. Great guy. I don't know if you have, Patricia. Patty Kate, send it to me again. Yeah, Rachel, he sounds like a cool dude.
Oh, that's fantastic, Rachel. It's so nice to have someone like that in your corner. That's wonderful. Let's see. I see that sold. Amy, thank you for your bids, but that does go to April. So April, congratulations on that beautiful win.
Dawn. Aloha.
Dawn.
Kia ora, Dawn from Hawaii. I'm in New Zealand. Katie's in Florida. Welcome in. Lovely to have you,
Dawn. Man, this is so cool. We've got people from all over, even folks from Canada. Karen, I'm sorry I didn't forget you earlier, but all over the world, we've got people watching, and we're all together in this little chat. And that is just still, after all this time of being on the internet, tonight, it's specifically very mind-boggling to me in the best way. It's just like so cool.
And we appreciate everyone sticking around. We know how late it is. We really, really appreciate you being here. We've only got a couple of pieces really left. I think maybe 3 or 4 pieces left, and then another giveaway. So, yeah, thanks, everyone, for being here. We really do appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. All right, the second to last piece that Nate has tonight is this really sweet green flower brooch that I love. Very delicate. It's 2 inches in size, and it's starting off at $22 in the chat. And it's got a square rivet. This thing is just beautiful, Nate.
You know what? This is a simpler design, but it is quite successful. The filigree, these lovely dark green stones, and then with these slightly more olive stones that sort of indicate the leaves. Did we test this for glow? I can't remember. I think we probably did.
We did, and unfortunately, this did not glow. But it's one of those ones that you would totally expect to have a little bit of glow, but it doesn't. I think this is probably 60s or 70s, Nate. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Open back, claw set. But it's one of those, I thought this was just particularly simple and chic and pretty.
Pretty, and I love that color of green on those marquee stones. I told Nate, I think that to me is what really got me on this brooch. Could be very 1960s as well. Yeah, I would say 60s or 70s on this one. And the emerald green stones, I mean, are just gorgeous with that little bit of filigree. I think it's really lovely.
It's when the design works so well that less is truly more. You know, it's been designed to a point where there doesn't have to be an enormous amount of stuff happening for it to be really elegant.
I agree. We're going to get this on our birthday's wishes postcards. It says, "Allow me to pin a greeting to you to pledge my friendship forever true." Isn't that so sweet? From 1912, this postcard is. And we will go ahead and start the countdown on this sweet little floral brooch. I love this so much. It's really elegant. Here we go. The greens are great, Ruth. To me, Ruth Ann, that's what really gets me. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Fantastic beauty. Yeah.
So you've actually been to New Zealand, Alien? You've lived here before. That's cool.
Oh my gosh, that is so wild.
I'm sorry to hear your mother's sick, though. That's very sad.
I am very sorry about your mom. Thank you, Truly Vintage. Karen Lord, pink pillbox hat. Yes, it would look great on that. And thank you for sharing that with us, Truly Vintage. And we're so glad you can be here with us tonight. Caregiving is hard. I know all about that myself. So just wanted to acknowledge that. Rosemary, that I believe is headed your way. Fantastic grab.
Thank you, Rosemary. Not many more left.
All right. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's do this purple one. So I do have another purple brooch in tonight's sale, and this one's a fun one. Just as Nate was talking, where I think simplicity really works for a design. This one does, but the stones are so interesting in this. So this is 1 3/4 inches in size, and this is starting off at $26, Angela. But you'll see when you see these stones, these aren't your average lilac stones. Oh, good, they're showing up. They're wild. They have they're not Aurora Borealis per se, because they don't have that mirror finish, but they have that sort of effect where there's that purple and green and blue, and then there's these cabochon cut frosted purple stones.
Marquees, yeah.
Cool.
So unusual. So unusual to have purple marquees that are frosted like that.
Yeah.
And then to put them with this pale lilac. And what is in this? In essence, it's 1, 2, 3, 6 of each stone. There's 6 of each stone, and you simply by putting them like this, you get this sort of design. It's wild to me. It really is.
It's wild. The stones are so interesting. I love the way the light just sparkles and catches those. To me, it's so interesting. Let's get this on one of our vintage inspired bags and see how that looks. Oh, that color is just showing up so well.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is just a wonderful brooch, in my opinion, and I'd never seen anything quite like it. It is riveted, so this is definitely from the 50s. There's no doubt on that. We're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards, and I've got some new ones for you guys. Let's see what one I haven't shown yet this evening, although one of the postcards I did already use, I think, is kind of perfect for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on this postcard here. The greetings from your old chum. I love this. Old chum. What a good word. Okay, so look at that. That is just so fantastic, in my opinion. Yeah.
That lilac is wild.
The facets, yeah, they are, Jennifer. Very, very unusual. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, I just love this brooch. And I've seen a lot of round brooches and nothing quite like that.
Every time I see those
iced frosted stones like that, it makes me think that they're sweets. It really makes me feel like I want to put it in my mouth. They're just like little lollies.
I know. They really do look delicious.
Oh, that's a great buy. I think April got that.
April, congratulations. That is headed your way, and it is a gorgeous brooch. I think you'll be really happy with that when you get it.
Yeah, really interesting. Congratulations.
Okay. Now, for Nate's last piece, it is a lot of scatter pens. And what I'm going to do is measure each one, and then I will get them all on a postcard so we can kind of enjoy how beautiful they are. This lot, Angela, is starting off at $24. This one here measures 1 1/4 inches in size. So this is the first one of the small scatters that you're going to get.
So I think this makes them about $8 each, which is great for a scatter pen, honestly.
It is a great price. This next one is a really cool crown brooch, which is 1 inch in size. And then you're going to get this baby scatter pen, but he is just fabulous. He's just 3/4 inches, but he's got these little square stones. So I just think that's so cool. So I'm going to put this on. Let's do this one here. We're going to do a Christmas postcard. I know it's not Christmas, but I think the colors in this work really well together, from 1911. Let me get all of the brooches on here together so you can kind of see what they look like. I wish I had an England postcard for the royal crown. That would be very cool. I'm sure I do somewhere. But you're going to get all of these for one money. And I think they're just, the little pearls are really, really sweet, aren't they, Nate?
I thought this was a cute little collection. And I do like the square rhinestones on that little brooch. And again, I mean, having to hold that while riveting it all together is even harder on a brooch that's that size than I think of one that's 2.5 or 3 inches. So I think it's a cute little set.
I think it's a great set as well. And, I've mentioned this before in several sales, but I think it's a great idea. My friend Natalie, who you guys have seen in the chat before, she has a granddaughter rather, that lives across the country, and they can't really be with each other all the time. So for her granddaughter, what they ended up doing was getting matching jean jackets, and they put the scatter pens from me on the jean jackets, and they each have one that kind of match or go together. And it's just sort of a really fun way that they can connect virtually and feel that closeness through a piece of jewelry and a clothing item, which I think is really fun. They're also a great gift if you've got grandkids or children that are going into school and maybe they're uniformed, but they can't have a lot of personality outside of, keeping with the dress code. A lot of schools, at least the one I went to growing up, would allow you to at least personalize your backpack. So that kind of is a fun thing. You can put the scatter pens on the outside. So anyway, just some cool ideas there for you. And we'll go ahead and start the countdown on these at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. All righty. Let's see who is going to win that lot. I think I know.
And there's a sold. I think it goes to Amy.
Amy, congratulations. Congrats, Amy. That is a fabulous set. Oh my gosh, you're going to love that. Okay. Now, our last brooch, I should say, of the evening is a micro mosaic. And these are very much akin in my world to the lacquer brooches that we have, in the fact and concept to me that the amount of work that goes into these things just blows my mind. I have no idea how they're done. I just think they're crazy amazing. So this micro, I do know how they're done, but I just don't know how people work with that small a material, you know. So this is 1 3/4 inches in size. This is probably a 1950s micro mosaic from Italy. And this starts at $22. If you're not familiar with these, they are tiny little tiles that are cut and made into a design and put into, you can see the little bezel there, into these brooches, and they're absolutely amazing to me that people can work with such small material and still come up with such a beautiful piece. I don't understand how these are truly done, Nate. They're amazing to me.
Yeah, such an art form. Really is interesting. You really need to be keeping an eye on the big picture while you're working on the very, very minute picture at the same time. Yeah, Virginia, great vision.
This one is not stamped Italy, Lisa, but I do believe it is Italian. The lady I bought these from, or rather my mom bought these from, because my mom helped me out. She was in Denver a few years ago and ran into a lady that had a collection of these, and she was selling these fantastic micro mosaics, and my mom called me and said, hey, I think I've got something that you really will love. And she was so pleased that she found these for me, and I just adore them. So this is truly the last, I believe, micro mosaic that I have.
And this is Italy, obviously, because it's marked Italy as well, isn't it?
This one's not marked Italy.
It's not. This has got to be Italian.
It has to be, though. You can tell by just the workmanship in it, and the detail based on other ones I've seen. The red color is beautiful. I love all the filigree in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's micro mosaic. It's just, to me, it's a whole nother level of stunning. So we're going to go ahead and get this on a postcard for a bright and happy Christmas. I know this isn't Christmas, but the colors, I think, work so well together on this postcard. So we're going to go.
This real lipsticky red.
Oh yeah,
it's not that common. I see like this red ground as much as I see the bright yellow ground, and that's not as often as I see them. You know, probably 1 in every 20 or even more would have this red or a bright yellow background.
Yeah, I see more of the blue. So I think this is cool. And I like the kind of, like, to me, this almost has a comic strip design, you know, that big, like, wow.
Yeah, it's a pow.
It's a pow. And then look at the little flowers. Oh my gosh, this is just so cool. All right, let's start the countdown on this. I know it is. It's so fantastic. There's a lady I follow on Instagram. If you guys are looking for another wonderful jewelry account to follow, she doesn't sell, she just collects. It's called Micro Niceties, and she has every micro mosaic under the sun, and she fixes them, some of the ones that are broken. And I've watched her with tiny tweezers. I mean, it blows my mind. She has picture frames, she has lockets. Micro Niceties, fabulous account on Instagram if you're looking for.
Oh, Amy. Night, Amy.
Night,
thanks,
Amy.
It's been lovely seeing you, Amy. Take care. Sleep well.
Sleep well. All right, let's start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. I thought that was a really great combination of postcard. I love it. I tried to buy some micro mosaics in Springfield. Oh, Rachel, I think I know the booth you're talking about. If that lady was the same lady I ran into last year, yeah, I know what you mean. Say no more. Heidi, that is headed to you. Fantastic deal. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love that so much. Congrats, Heidi, and thank you to everyone else that was bidding on that as well. Okay, well, we have concluded our portion, but we do have one more giveaway for you, just as our thanks for hanging out with us tonight and staying up and chatting in the chat. We love you guys. Thank you to all of our lurkers that are hanging out as well with us in the Lurkers Lounge, and for all the folks that shopped and hung out in Poodle's Alleyway. We do appreciate that as well. Nate, how can folks enter our last giveaway, which will be a mystery postcard?
Okay, I'm just sending you the letter.
Okay.
So thank you, everyone, for being with us. We really appreciate you. We know it's late and you could be at other sales or doing other things. You don't need to have purchased to enter the giveaways. It's a gift to you. It's letters of the alphabet. Guess as many times as you like. One guess at a time. Thank you and good luck.
Good luck, folks. And yes, happy Father's Day to all the folks that are fathers out in the world, or that wish to be fathers, or that have a fur child. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Dad, I don't know if you're watching, but happy Father's Day to you as well. And I already see the letter.
I see it also. So
okay.
I will send to you who I believe it to be.
Yep. Congratulations to Ruth Ann.
It's Arthur Romeo. Congratulations, Ruth Ann.
Ruth Ann, awesome sauce. You're winning one of our mystery postcards, which is very exciting. I think that is everything for this sale, but thank you guys so much for shopping with us. Karen and Angela, we don't want to forget to thank you guys for all of your hard and diligent work you guys do for us. Let's see. I have to say your packaging is so nice. I appreciate. Oh, Dennis, thank you.
Thanks, Dennis. She does a great job of that packaging with her mother and grandmother.
Such
a wonderful job.
I can't take all the credit. Mom and Grandma do come over here on Sundays. It's a nice kind of family day, and Mom does a wonderful job working with the designs. Right now, I'm looking at my packing table, and I think we have about probably 14 glue guns with different wax seal colors set up all ready to go. So we really do have a fun array of things to play with for the boxes. They're neat. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Nate, thank you, of course, for doing this with me and being my best jewelry partner.
Partner in crime. All the thanks to you. Everyone knows that you do the majority of the heavy lifting in this operation, so I am very appreciative. And thanks, everyone. As I say, we really appreciate you spending your time with us. Truly, we do. So our sign off, Katie.
And so, as always, I hope you'll save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
Toodaloo, kangaroos.